This is Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Thursday, August 5th, 2010. The Dow was down 6 points to 10,675. The S&P was down 1.5 to 1126, and the NASDAQ was down 10.5 to 2293. The NASDAQ was a big loser today, down 0.5%. Gold was up $2.20 to $11.95 the ounce. Silver was up 5 cents to $18.31. And oil was down 37 cents to $82.10. I'd keep watching oil. If it gets a little cheaper, it may become attractive. Treasuries, 5-year was 1.58, 10-year is 2.92, and 30-year is 4.07. Yields were down, therefore prices were up. On the currency front, the U.S. dollar was down against all the major currencies, the pound, the yen, and the euro. What was the story today? Initial jobless claims came out higher than analysts expected. More people were out of work, and we hit a 3-month high. We reversed direction. Retail sales also came out lower than analysts expected, right during back-to-school season. That's one of their best times of the year for retailers, with the exception of Christmas. So retail sales, the consumer, is pulling in their horns, and more people are going out of work. The trends are reversing. Maybe fundamentals do make a difference. Over in Europe, European stocks were down for the most part. The Euro Stoxx index was down 0.2%. UK was down 1/3. Italy was the big loser. It was down 0.75%. And France, Germany, and Spain were all flat. After negative comments from the European Central Bank, the ECB, and the Bank of England, Trichet, the ECB president, said that the second half of the year doesn't look as promising as their second quarter growth. Europe had a pretty good second quarter. However, the euro has strengthened considerably against the dollar, which is going to make their products more expensive, especially in Asia and America. Therefore, Europe looks like it's going to slow down too, along with America. Also hurting European stocks was our U.S. data. It hurt the European markets the second half of the day. In Asia, it was mixed, and the Shanghai and Taiwan were both down 0.5%. India was down 1/4, and South Korea down 1/3. The rest were essentially flat, with the exception of Indonesia 2% and Japan 1 3/4. Japan was helped by the weakening yen, especially against other currencies. It's good for their exporters. The two big important reports to pay attention tomorrow is the unemployment rate, which is expected to climb to 9.6%, and consumer credit. Will consumer credit continue to shrink, putting a drag on the economy? And will unemployment be higher than expected? This has been Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Thursday, August 5th, 2010.